My sister stole my fiancé 3 days before our wedding. Now she's at my door crying for help. 3 days before my wedding, my fiancé Josh called it off because my sister Brittany told him I'd been cheating on him for months. I found out through a voicemail he left me in the middle of the night. I can't marry someone who's been lying to me, he said in the message. I deserve better than this. I was completely shocked because I hadn't cheated on anyone. I called him back immediately, but he wouldn't answer. I needed to set the record straight, so I drove to his apartment and banged on his door until he finally opened it. Josh, what are you talking about? I asked him. I never cheated on you. He just shook his head and said Brittany had come to him crying 2 days earlier with screenshots of text messages between me and some guy from my gym. She said this was killing her, but she couldn't let me marry you without knowing the truth. I tried explaining that it had to be fake, but he wouldn't listen. Why would she make this up? I begged him to look at my actual phone and see there were no messages like that anywhere. You could have deleted them, he said. We're done. I had to cancel the wedding and lose all the deposits. The humiliation was unbearable because everyone assumed I'd actually cheated. 2 months later, Brittany and Josh were dating. My mom called and said, Brittany told me she's always had feelings for Josh and she couldn't help herself anymore. I asked her if she seriously believed that was okay, and my mom just sighed. You know how Brittany is. I spent the next 2 years rebuilding my life. I got a better job and slowly started trusting people again, but dating felt impossible. Every time someone got close, I'd panic. Then one day my mom called out of nowhere. Your sister really needs to talk to you about something urgent, she said. I told her I had nothing to say to Brittany and hung up. 3 hours later, someone was pounding on my apartment door. I looked through the peephole and saw Brittany standing there looking absolutely wrecked. Her hair was a mess and her eyes were red and swollen like she'd been crying for hours. I almost didn't open the door, but she started shouting. Please, I need help, she yelled. I have nowhere else to go. I opened it just to get her to stop making a scene in the hallway. Josh has been cheating on me, she said between sobs. For 4 months with one of my friends from college, she said. She sent me a message 2 days ago saying they're in love and moving in together. Brittany kept crying and saying she'd given up everything for him. I just stood there not saying anything while she went on about how Josh had always been manipulative and controlling. He isolated me from everyone, she told me. Then she looked right at me with tears streaming down her face. I finally get it now, she said. He must have manipulated me back then too with those screenshots. He probably wanted an excuse to leave you so he could be with me instead. She grabbed my arm. I'm so sorry for everything, she said. I should have believed you. Then Brittany grabbed my hands and her voice got desperate. I need you to help me, she said. I need you to tell mom and dad and everyone that Josh was always like this, that he was a liar and a cheater even when he was with you. She kept going. They're all saying I got exactly what I deserved and that I did the same thing to you. Mom told me this was karma and she wasn't going to help me because I brought this on myself. Her voice cracked. But if you tell them Josh was manipulative with you too, if you say he cheated on you first, then they'll see I'm not the bad guy here. They'll have to support me. She was practically begging now. They'll listen to you because you're the victim. If you say Josh was always like this, everything changes. I watched her fall apart in front of me and